Greetings, unsettled souls. Welcome to the Correct Views. It is a bonus show. I've been handling each and every one of the primaries, caucuses, and whatnot during the entire cycle. And today, of course, is Super Tuesday. So I would be remiss if, of all things, I didn't cover it today. Now, I'm doing these as bonus shows. That means I want you to subscribe to the Media Speaks channel on YouTube. But you are only getting this show if you've copied it, which I don't care if you do, or if you subscribe, because I'm only posting them on my channel. And here's what you're here for. Here's the numbers. Clinton took Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Maine, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia. She shellacked Sanders in his own home. Oh my God. It's the Bernie Sanders theme song. Wow. Epic crash there from the Sandman. Sanders, to his credit, did win Colorado, Minnesota, Oklahoma, and Vermont. I don't know what's going on in Oklahoma because Cruz also won Oklahoma. And he won Texas. He's from Texas, so there's no great shock there. Let me ask you something. Bernie Sanders and Ted Cruz? What is wrong in Oklahoma? All right, Trump won Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Maine, Tennessee, Virginia, and Vermont. What do you have to say about that, my friends? Yes, indeed. Absolutely remarkable news there. And then, of course, we also have like a Rubio, one state. One state Rubio. It must have been, I don't know, maybe the people that were partying with him in the gay foam party. I don't know. We've got, that there is huge. That pretty much says that Rubio is gone. Sanders is in a world of hurt, but since there's only two of them, he may be able to hold on for one more slacking. Clinton, who is a dreadful person, is likely going to get the nod here and the Trumpster. Now, I like Trump. I'm not in love with Trump. I'm more of a libertarian. But Trump has ideas that I like. Such as, Trump is right about illegal immigration. And Trump is also right that it needs to be easier to become a legal immigrant. And it shouldn't be something that is sold. So that's cool. He is right about vetting the refugees. They are welcome to come here, but we need to know who they are. And until we can prove that you don't mean us harm, you may not come. And this is not Trump's idea, mind you. Do you realize in the when everyone talks about Ellis Island, it's in people's head that they landed in Ellis Island, were escorted off the boat, and taken into New York. That was not the case. For one thing, the flu was epidemic, and you had to prove that you did not have the flu, among other things. You were sometimes kept at Ellis Island for weeks, in some instances, months. So don't give me this BS that it's American to let someone just walk into the country. That has never been the case. So all of you that like to quote Ellis Island just got a history lesson. And I know you don't believe me. Look it up. You will when you do, because it's going to tell you that I was right. This is a big deal. What we have going on here is a very big deal. Trump is right about bringing our jobs to America. Why is China making iPhones from an American company? Trump is right. If you do that, we are going to charge the hell out of you to bring it back because you are hosing your own country. That right there is going to end a lot of that. It's going to bring a lot of that to a screeching halt. Now, there has been a lot of voter fraud here. I want to give a shout out to Paul Joseph Watson, Prison Planet. Um, I know a lot of you aren't going to believe me. A lot of you are going to doubt me. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm plugged in here. I have no earthly idea why this is so quiet. And I'm going to go ahead and let you hear a couple quotes about voter fraud. Listen.
Jeffries, what happened this morning when you were doing your show?
Yeah, it was pretty surprising. Probably about a dozen phone calls in a very short period of time. They just like you outlined, they wanted to vote for Donald Trump, but in the end, when they went back to check, it showed that they voted for Marco Rubio. And some people actually called in saying that, well, it was a glitch. Well, it was operator error, a mistake. Easily corrected. Just check your ballot before you leave the voting booth.
Oh, I see.
But the bottom line is it's not accurate. It's whether it's a mistake because of equipment or operator error, the voter made a mistake. The bottom line is it wasn't accurate. I mean, it feels like we can pick an American Idol more accurately than we can a president.
Now let's look what else we got here. I don't want to. I mean, I want you to go to the site, so I'm not playing you all of this. Listen.
Heads up, advice for people voting today. I just voted, and in reviewing my ballot, I would say I voted for Trump, and when I reviewed it, it had Rubio marked.
What?
And they're nowhere close to the same area.
Now, where did this happen? Which polling place?
Well, I don't really want to say that because I don't think it's the polling place. I think it's the machine.
All right, so you can get the rest of it there. Paul Joseph Watson, Prison Planet. You get the point. Okay? This is a very, very, very important issue. Doesn't it make you wonder if maybe Sanders, and I'm not a Sanders fan, I'm voting for Trump, but I am at heart a libertarian, and I may yet vote for Gary Johnson. Isn't it interesting to wonder how many states Sanders may have won that went to Trump, that went to Hillary? O'Malley? I'm not saying it did. I have no proof that it did. I'm probably wrong in asking, but ask I will. Is there anybody listening to my voice that thinks that the Clinton machine wouldn't do that to somebody? I mean, really? In closing here, where Trump is right. I mean, there are things that Trump is right about. Am I worried that he's going to be too much of a dictator when he gets in? Yes, I am. But he's got ideas, friends. And a lot of the ideas that he has, if he sticks to what he's saying he's going to do, and that's always a big F. Because he is, in fact, a politician now, whether he likes it or not. And they open themselves up to a lot of different reasons to lie. The fact that he isn't accepting money for this it takes the lobbying factor away, which is very good actually. Only Sanders and Trump can claim that, and to a lesser degree than Carson. All right, friends, who I still think either he or Herman Cain could possibly be a VP pick, although the trouble is Trump wants a established politician to some degree, somebody with some experience, to be his VP. So that would sort of rule out Carson. Palin could still be an option. I have said Herman Cain, not because I like Herman Cain. Who would I like to see in, since it's my show and you tuned in and want my commentary, or you wouldn't still be here? I would like to see Walter E. Williams or Judge Napolitano. If not, then Justin Amish as VP. That's who I would pick. Who do I think that he should pick? Herman Cain. Do I like Herman Cain? No, not really. But that would probably put Trump right in office. My friend Giselle has said she doesn't like Sarah Palin, but she thinks that would be a winning combination. And she's probably right there, too. It would be good for Trump to pick somebody with some kind of an established record. And Palin did very good for her state. For those idiots that matter that she's female, well, obviously she is. And then we have Cain, a person of color, because that matters to some people. But he didn't stay around so long in the political arena that people got sick of him. So that's why I picked him. He's somebody who, he has a radio show. He's liked by a lot of people. It would end the whole racist lie for Trump. I could see where that would be a direction to go in if he was to listen to my advice. But again, I would like to see Walter E. Williams more than anybody. And he happens to be black. But I can't think of anybody alive today other than maybe Justin Amish that I would like to see president as much as I would like to see Walter E. Williams. I love the man. Well, listen to this. This is where Trump is right. The New American. Stop China buyout of Chicago Stock Exchange. Congressman to Obama. This is exactly what Trump's talking about. It's written by William F. Jasper. I think this might be his first time on the show. When the board of directors of the Chicago Stock Exchange announced on February 5th that it had entered into a definitive agreement to be purchased by a Chinese company, the statement received rather ho-hum treatment by the American mainstream media, most pointing out that the Chicago Stock Exchange is a bit player in the grand scheme of things compared to the stock sales of NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, so it's perfectly okay for China to go ahead and buy it because I'm sure they'll stop there. It's not a slippery slope or anything. Outsourcing worked, so why doesn't this work? It'll just be great. If you believe that, vote Hillary. Bloomberg News, for instance, reported that the 134-year-old, I guess that would be established, Chicago Stock Exchange only handles about 0.5% of the U.S. stock trading. You know, I went there and walked by that building and didn't even realize what it was. On a recent trading day, the Bloomberg story noted NYSE handled 31 times more trading by volume than the little brother Bourse in Chicago, which is a far less vital part of the global finance. However, not everyone is so nonchalant, nor should they be, regarding the pending sale. It's outrageous that a communist Chinese company, a front for the communist Chinese government, who will go into their homes and force women at gunpoint to open their legs for a hanger abortion that happens in their living room against their will, no, I'm not making it up, will be given access to trillions of dollars in the struggling U.S. economy and secure information about U.S. businesses. And this is what pisses me off about the left and the entire feminism, social justice warrior crap. Here's what really pisses me off about that. You have a company that is a front group for a government that forces the abuse of women. Abortion against their will, left bleeding and now childless on the floor of their home. Where's the left? We're about to sell one of our stock exchanges to a government that does this to people. Global warming. Well, we all know that global warming isn't real, but if it was, guess who flaunts global warming law more than the United States? And the Chinese. Where is the left? They're fake. They are fake. That's why they're nowhere to be found, because when they're needed, they're gone. Always. I strongly urge the Obama administration to investigate this firm and stop this purchase, said Representative Jones in a press statement released last week. Yeah, I would say so. So you've got China buying our stock exchange, and you want to know why Trump had a massive victory? Friends, you're listening to The Correct Views. Sam, I be the Gangi signing off, bringing you a dunce cap of the month, either tomorrow or Thursday. And I have not missed a primary yet. I hope I didn't let you down. Let me know how you like my coverage. Also, if a number or two changes or a state or two were to change, it's 4:14 in the morning on 3/2/2016. So if it changes after I do the report, don't hold that against me. Please donate if you want. The correct views at hotmail.com. I'll let you know where to send me some funds to keep everything running. I would appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.